So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the 3 stories I want to cover in this video includes the Metal Gear Solid Remake and the rumor of an announcement happening this week, Socom PlayStation 5 and PS5's speed jumping 20 times faster in a recent comparison video, which was insane to see. First, let me know if you would rather have the next Socom game on PlayStation 5 or an MGS Metal Gear Solid Remake. For me personally, I would want the next Socom if it included a new campaign, but at the same time, if Metal Gear Solid got the Final Fantasy VII Remake treatment, that would be pretty big as well. So comment below, a new Socom on PlayStation 5 or a Metal Gear Solid Remake on PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, people thinking there might be a Metal Gear Solid Remake announcement this week. For those who don't know, the Metal Gear Solid Remake rumors have been going on since last year, and I believe originally started from YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead, and his word was taken because he stated that God of War Ragnarok would be announced last year and would release in 2021. As we know, God of War Ragnarok was announced last year and had a 2021 label at the end of the trailer. The Metal Gear Solid Remake rumor was then pushed by others, claiming it's actually in the works at Bluepoint, and as I've mentioned in a couple of videos at this point, Bluepoint is seemingly working on another remake based off their recent job postings, which could be Metal Gear Solid. We don't know. The rumor today, however, comes from the official Metal Gear Twitter account. The story here revolves around this user, Tom Olsen, who, according to website PlayStation Universe, has been tweeting a lot of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty related tweets, with his bio also referencing Metal Gear Solid 2 with the statement, "Maintenance technician at the Big Shell." Last week, Tom tweeted, "Greasing the wheels in Strut E, the material distribution facility. We just call it the parcel room. It's strange, there are far more boxes being shipped around than usual. Management must be preparing for something big." After this, the official Metal Gear Twitter account quoted one of Tom's earlier tweets that stated, "Came down to the computer lab to say hi, but there's no one here. They must be at a scrum meeting or something, maybe next time." The Metal Gear account replied with, "Tom, we talked about this. Please check your codec each morning for meeting updates and evacuations in case of PMC incursions, and we have visitors coming next week, so finish cleaning the vents and make sure the flags are all hung up properly, but do not touch the C4 this time." So we've heard rumors of the possibility of more than one Metal Gear Solid remake being in the works, but this one is seemingly focused on Metal Gear Solid 2. Again, this is just for me, I wouldn't put your hopes up for a remake announcement, mainly because if Sony is behind the remakes as per rumor, I would assume they would want to showcase them at their own events, especially with the summer around the corner and multiple big showcases set to come. This is probably for something else, if anything at all, and I guess we'll find out soon enough since it's being teased for this week. Now diving into the second story of the video, Socom PlayStation 5. Socom has been rumored to make a return thanks to the people over at Guerrilla Games, considering they've been working on a multiplayer game along with Horizon 2 and have hired ex-Socom and Rainbow Six Siege developers. It's been up in the air if that multiplayer game is a Killzone Online game or Socom Online. We don't know at this point, but there is an ex-Sony director who would love to make a story-driven Socom game. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, John Garvin, who was recently the creative director on Days Gone, who was asked by a viewer on David Jaffe's YouTube show if there was any other dormant Sony IP he would like to work on should he ever return to Sony. Socom had such a huge following when it came out. It was always outselling Siphon Filter by 2-1 if I remember right, Garvin replied. It was just a huge thing, and when Socom creator Sethi Luisi was running that group and they were innovating with the headsets and they had all this cool stuff going on, I think a story driven version of that kind of game would be great. So based off my memory, Socom was big because of the multiplayer and strategic gameplay. I'd be curious to see how a modern story-driven Socom game would work, but that's just a dream, and I think most people cared about the multiplayer mainly. But you guys let me know if you want a new Socom story, or do you only care about the multiplayer in Socom? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the final story of the video, PS5 hitting 20 times the speed in recent tests. So it's been a while since we've talked about any type of speed test running on the PlayStation 5, but these recent tests caught my interest because of the insane jump between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. I've been spoiled with the PlayStation 5 and the SSD in the system that I sometimes forget how slow things used to be, how slow things were before. You don't know or don't think about it until you go back on your PlayStation 4, move around the menu, load a game, and you'll notice the insane jump more so than ever. But getting back to the story here, recently the Resident Evil 8 demo dropped for the PlayStation gamers, which is over now, but I suggest you jump on the next one, which drops on April 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's another 8-hour time window to play this demo, and even if you're not a Resident Evil fan, I suggest you still give this a try. It might convert you. But again, getting back to the main story here, YouTube channel El Analista de Bits recently did their comparison runs for Resident Evil 8 across the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, and PlayStation 5, and at one point they showcased the loading time difference between the platforms, and for the PlayStation 4, you had the game load at 46.26 seconds, the PlayStation 4 Pro landing on 33.86 seconds, and the PlayStation 5 with its high speeds loaded in just under 2 seconds. That is a ridiculous jump from the previous generation. More than 20 times the jump from the original PlayStation 4, which personally just makes me appreciate the jump to SSDs even more so. I just can't go back at this point. But you guys let me know if you can go back on your PlayStation 4 anymore after using the PlayStation 5, or you just can't, like myself. But let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with no time to think. Obviously, this is in reference to the PlayStation 5 and the insane SSD speeds, not allowing you any time to think while between levels or whatever it may be. So if you're happy with that, destroy the comment section with no time to think, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.